Although the Mariners did not win today, the Mariners still won 8 series in a row. And the last time that they had lost the series, I think it was against the Tigers. Yeah, that's how long it has been. It's been over almost a month, actually, pretty much a month. And around that time, I was actually recovering from a really nasty cold. So it's good to say that it has been a long time since the Mariners have lost a series, and a lot of amazing things have happened since. And before I explain further and also give you guys an apology, here's a quick word from our sponsor, SeatGeek. SeatGeek is a mobile ticketing app for sporting events, concerts, and other events. They make the buying experience easier by the app ranking each ticket from 0 to 10 to see if you are getting a good deal, and you can see exactly where you are sitting. I regularly use that app, and I have had nothing but a fantastic experience with SeatGeek. Use my promo code RoofTopSports to get $20 off of your first purchase. Link to the code, app, and website will be in the description, so take advantage, and thank you. So yeah, first off, I want to say I do apologize. I don't know if you guys care or not, but I did miss a couple Mariners games that I was projected to do, which was Tuesday against the Angels and today against the Texas Rangers, or it's going to soon be yesterday against the Texas Rangers. It was all due to don't quit your day job, which is why I hadn't been as consistent in this past week as I usually am, I guess, if depending how you would interpret that. So yeah, don't quit your day job really was a thing in this past week. It was really brutal. Just I barely even had time to even touch my computer or even do anything with YouTube. Like I felt like I had just enough time to tweet about something, but that was it. And going forward, if you guys really do care, and if you guys do want to prevent this more from happening with don't quit your day job getting so much in the way, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and even donate to this channel if you possibly can. I know that donating sounds like a little bit of a needy thing, showing signs of weakness, whatever, but anything that you do will definitely help this channel, so I could definitely be more consistent, because after all, it is all of you that make this channel. Like, if it wasn't for all of you viewers, there would be no channel at all. Like, if I was getting 0 views, then what would be there to do? Like, that's what we do on YouTube, right? We do there so we can engage with the audience. So that's what it's about. That's why I really felt bad. But I'm just going to go straight to it. Let's go to the Texas Rangers game. So the Mariners won the series against the Texas Rangers. They took 2 out of 3, including game 1 where they had that monstrosity of a victory against the Texas Rangers. And I'm going to go back to that scoreboard really quick. Here we are. And let's go to the scores. It was Friday, May 2nd. Brian Wu was the pitcher. He was absolutely amazing. I'll just go what he did. 6 in a 1 inning. Only gave up that 1 hit. That was to Jonah Heim. 8 strikeouts on 87 pitches. It was like you just couldn't even ask any more out of Brian Wu. I guess the only thing you could have asked was for him to prevent a Jonah Heim hit, but that's just baseball. Then Trent Thornton had a really clean inning, and the only inning that wasn't so clean was Troy Taylor. He did give up that home run. It seems like he is still on that recovery, like he's just getting back into the groove of the things. But I don't know, I'm a little bit concerned about him. Hopefully he does pick it up throughout the season, because the Mariners will definitely need that to happen. Now, offensive-wise, it was really fun. It was fun to see J.P. Crawford. He drove in 2 runs. Julio Rodriguez hit a home run. Cal Raleigh hit 2 home runs, including that grand slam home run. Rowdy Tellez even drove in a run. Ben Williamson drove in a run with an amazing double. And Ryland Thomas even scoring 2 runs on his Major League debut. And his first Major League hit was that accent little blooper oopsie hit. So that was a really good win for the Mariners that they absolutely needed. And I can say that I was really glad I was able to cover that game, because after long days of don't quit your day job, as soon as I got home, the only thing I cared about was just screaming at my camera and using this microphone just so I can finally engage with you people. And then the next game, it was on Saturday. Unfortunately, I missed that game because of, again, don't quit your day job. The Mariners won on a close one, 2-1. I didn't get to see the highlights much, unfortunately, because I just didn't find that time, which kind of does, I guess, question my credibility. But anyways, it all started with J.P. Crawford hitting a home run. Then Texas tied that game into the 4th inning, and that was with the pitcher Luis Castillo pitching. It looks like he didn't pitch great, but it wasn't terrible. He did give up only 4 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 2 walks, so it wasn't necessarily a dominating effort. It was good to see Matt Brash. He actually got a strikeout and pitched into a double play. He had 14 pitches in that inning, and his fastball went up to around the 95. So it wasn't exactly the 2023 Matt Brash that the Mariners that we all knew and loved back in 23. But when someone comes back from a Tommy John surgery, it's going to take time for him to recover. But it was encouraging to see him pitch very well on his season debut, and hopefully he can stay healthy and just keep it going forward. Like, I would think that he pitched better than what Gregory Santos has been pitching, and he's been off to unfortunately a terrible start. Then Gabe Spire had a scoreless inning, and Andres Munoz got that save, and that RBI was based off of Jorge Polanco. I believe that he hit that double, and then Rowdy Tellez, he drove in a run, and believe it or not, he's actually been surprisingly clutch. Yeah, sure, his batting average is terrible. Like, as of that game, he was batting 206 with a 271 OBP, but he has made it up with some really clutch hitting, including also that grand slam home run against the Toronto Blue Jays, and also hitting the home run the day after that. So at least Tellez has been contributing, unlike Donovan Solano, who's pretty much useless at this point. I mean, he went 0 for 3 in that game. Just an absolute embarrassment. Hence why Jorge Polanco was the pinch hitter, which made a whole lot of sense, which is why he hit that double, and he's been at least a really great asset to the team, batting .395 as of that game. Like, he has been nearly unstoppable. Very clutch hitter. So that was game 2. Game 3, it was like, you just can't win them all kind of thing. And I kind of felt like with the matchup of Logan Evans and Jacob deGrom, I kind of felt like that this was the game to give Cal Raleigh that day off, because he has been nothing more than just a workhorse. He has been, I mean, he has the most home runs in Major League Baseball right now. But I do think that this was the game for him to rest, because he actually hasn't taken a day off quite yet. And I would have just given the bat to Mitch Garver and the glove to him. Now, although Mitch Garver has been struggling in the last 2 years, he at least showed decent numbers, though, in Globe Life Stadium. So maybe I think that would have made sense to at least give Mitch Garver a shot to catch in that game. But I guess the Mariners really wanted to go for that sweep if they were going to play Cal Raleigh. But the game just didn't feel right. Like, although the Mariners took a quick 1-0 lead, immediately Texas responded by scoring 8 runs in that game, and 6 runs actually after that, and then 2 runs, which was by Eduardo Bizardo. But when you had Jacob deGrom going up against Logan Evans, it's not exactly a favorable matchup, especially when you have one of the better pitchers in baseball in Jacob deGrom when he's healthy. And it's not like he pitched necessarily a dominating game. Yeah, 3 hits, 1 error, 3 strikeouts, and 2 walks. I mean, he did the job. It's just Mariners just didn't really do much at all against Jacob deGrom. I mean, Jorge Polanco struggled going 0 for 3. You saw Cal Raleigh going 0 for 3. Rowdy Tellez 0 for 4. Mastroboni 0 for 3. Even Ben Williamson 0 for 3. So it seemed like that this just wasn't the game. Like, it's one of those things where, like, you just can't win it all. And it seemed that Texas was just due to at least avoid the sweep. But nonetheless, I am proud that the Mariners did win another series. Like, at least it wasn't a game where the Mariners, like, blew a lead or they choked. It was just, the game just seemed lost. And I don't think really any Mariners fans are really reading too much into it. Like, it's one of those days where you just have it or you just don't. So I guess that is it for the Texas Rangers series. But now I want to move on to the Athletics series. And I believe that this is going to be a very tough series, more than what anyone would like to admit. They're going in Sacramento. They've played the A's before. The A's gave them a hard series last time, and that was when the Mariners' offense was just extremely ice cold. But here's what we got on Monday. We got Bryce Miller, who has at least pitched well in his last start. He's 2-3 with a 3.52 ERA. And you got their ace. The A's have their ace in Luis Severino, 1-3 with a 3.30 ERA. Excuse me. Yeah, I've been feeling a little bit better, a lot better. So I think this is actually a game where the Mariners absolutely do have to win. They do say that they are the favorite, but I don't know. And then you got Tuesday, you got Emerson Hancock against Springs, the lefty. That one I think is going to be a tough matchup because you're not going to have Jorge Polanco as he is a platoon hitter, at least in this season. So I think that one's going to be a tough game. I mean, I expect all of them to be tough games for sure. And then let's go to game 3 of that series between the A's and the Mariners. It's gonna be Brian Wu against Hoagland. That is Gunnar Hoagland. Let's see how he's been doing. He's only had one start, but he had a good start in 7 strikeouts. Gave up 6 hits though. But either way, whether those are great pitchers for the A's or bad pitchers, I still expect this to be a very competitive series. Like, unfortunately though, personally, I think I could see a 1 out of 3 because the A's, at least this season, have given the Mariners hell. And at least if they're on their home field, as long as it's working for them. But from what I heard, not many fans really like the Sacramento experience. But either way, I still expect this to be a tough series. And I would love to see another 2 out of 3 before they go back home against the Toronto Blue Jays. So you kind of want that momentum. But at the same time, the A's, again, have given the Mariners such a hard time this season already, and they kind of did last season. So this is going to be, I think it's going to be a challenging series, possibly more challenging than the Texas Rangers series. Actually, I think it already is. So I think in my prediction, I hate to say it, I hate to be negative. I know back in 23 and 24, I was more of the negative Nancy. But I just think, I'm just sensing a 1 out of 3. You think that Luis Severino's due for a good start against the Mariners. Then you got the lefty, where that's pretty much going to take away Jorge Polanco. And you got, I guess, a guy that made his good Major League debut, or a debut. So I do expect this to be a challenging series. So I guess we're going to have to see. But those are my thoughts throughout the series against the Texas Rangers and the quick preview on the Mariners. Just wanted to say thank you very much, and thank you for understanding that this whole don't quit your day job really was a thing, which was why I missed 2 of the Mariners games that I really wanted to do. But you know what they say, hashtag don't quit your day job. And again, to prevent this more from happening, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification, donate to this channel, join the membership, by the way, for just $5 a month, and even the Patreon page for just $5 a month. And the link should be available if you would like to. And if you do join it, you will get exclusive content, basically more content out of fantasy baseball and fantasy, or pretty much my fantasy sports, and also my softball diary as well. Well, thanks for watching, and everyone, go Mariners.